A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't... make our way over to it?
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself, and even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be willing to give me a demonstration? It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold, but this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
Apologies, sir, but we've not got any archer staves or great swords in stock at the moment. Goods aren't flowing as freely as they used to, see? Seems monsters have gotten a taste for our ox carts, because attacks are on the rise. Strangely enough, 'tis the arms shipments that are being targeted the most. I just hope this doesn't mean the beasts are gaining in intellect. So far, no one's done a thing about it. And if this keeps on, my business is doomed. I hesitate to ask, but what of you, sir? Should you take interest in aiding my plight, pray speak to the guild head, Klaus.
Yeah? What is it? Oh.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armoury. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Hope to see you again.
Well then, son, how might I be of service?
Not buying? That's just as well.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come. Have yourself a look.
Might as well take a look while you're here. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Got some good things on offer. Stop by again soon.
This heavy pack is slowing me down somewhat. But methinks I can manage for the time being.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Might you be looking to enlist?
Welcome, good sir. My services lie in the styling of hair and the painting of faces. Should you so desire, I can help you find your truest self. I'm glad of any business in these troubled times. Much obliged, sir. Do stop and have a look at wares of every ilk.
Slim pickings of late.
I've done nothing for ye.
I heard a rumour that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Truly?
Quite, though no definitive records remain.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary traveller. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Only an unseasoned trader falters in trying times. Much obliged. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated... to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me.
Greetings. You seek guidance, do you not? You have lost sight of your path, but I can point the way. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. If the way forward is shrouded to you, I can offer guidance. I have seen your path. May these words guide you true. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
Let's take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
This bodes ill. Aught you need of me?
I welcome rumors of any sort, my... Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
We shall have to scour, high and low.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
What do ye want?
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
That I did. Now there's...
Oi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the western road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check, hope to see you again. Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, hope to see you again. Fancy a look at my web?
I've no time for you now.
I fear I've naught useful to share.
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of Vernworth.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Well met, sir.
Not sure what they expect. No call, come on.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
Off we go, then. There are beasts to be slain.
We have naught to fear if we default to the experience at our disposal.
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. I can guide you there, if you wish.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deeza's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Follow me.
You wouldn't want to make the others jealous now.
Go on, have a look. Last time I attended a day's work. Well met, sir.
Time to hit the sack.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
What not such peace? Named Eternal. Aye, what is it?
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stuff.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me! Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty. Tis best you move along. Pray, be cautious.
I really would have been better off a baker.
All this quiet makes me itch to cause a stir.
What to do about combat training?
This sort of quiet means all's well.
A fine place to collect my thoughts.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible. Wait, all my days were so tranquil.
Our soldiers need better training. At times, it seems I am confronted by my own ignorance at every turn.
Tis our duty to see this peace protected.
Oh, how lovely your equipment comes. I have to remember this place.
All my peers seem so much more capable.
I'm surrounded by winches on all sides.
Mayhap I'll come.
Clap this blackguard in irons.
Would that... All my days
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep.
Townspeople depend on me.
I'll take any chance. Anyone who thinks on my trouble
takes a steep.
Couldn't hurt to put my feet to the moment.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
A chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale. Ho there, faring.
I've got nothing for ye.
Interested in my wares? Best buy what you need, lest you regret it late. Leisure doing business.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter. And from Batal, no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you, take this.
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
That's odd. Queen Regent Deeza appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen, do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Need anything?
Places such as this. I just know it. Seems my feet always lead me here.
What? My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. Ah, 'tis obvious, no? I am an agent, of a sort. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over, now you found me out. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Understandable. Still, no harm in asking, was there? Let's get this over with, then.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a minute.
You there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then. Catches your eye.
Yes, sir! It'll do you no good letting me rot in here, you know. Another agent will be on you afore long.
No idle chatter during mission.
It'll do you no good let...
Find myself some work.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
Can't remember the last time I... Wonder what rumors Another day of work awaits.
We have found the material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town. Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there, neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map.
Peril on the roads puts a strain.
My boys will forgive me for last night's scuffle.
Well met, sir.
Good heavens, the pantry's crawling with letters today.
You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
I'm all for camping, but solid walls are a joy that can't be beat. And ours for a full week at no charge. What a steal.
Indeed, you are correct.
Unless you've any objections arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermon's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city. Monsters have gotten bolder of late, and more ferocious. One found its way inside the common quarter just the other night. Much blood was spilled afore the thing was cold. You could say 'twas an ill twist of fortune, but mayhap we ought to be better prepared for such incidents. I wonder if building a nice, high wall is out of the question.
Would you mind coming over here?
What do you want?
Oi there, friend. Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melve again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melve. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We need only deliver it to the intended recipient.
I'm unfamiliar with this foe.
I grant you Briar's blade. Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait right there. It is a foe worthy of caution. Don't say that person.
Now I understand. Enemy slows. Perhaps we have tired them out.
We must make the most of this opportunity.
Strike fast, and our quarry shall fall.
We must rally. Panicking will only play to the enemy's advantage.
warmed up.
But not at the expense of the
What rights might there be to find in town today?
We shall see how bold you are in life.
Aye, I'm well enough, thank you.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Well, I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you?
Nice to see you again.
Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. I'll knock a few gold pieces off aught you buy. So spend away, my good sir. Tis good to be busy. Work begets opportunity. Always a pleasure.
You're always such fun to talk to.
I'll go and open the chest.
With a ferry stone in hand, we can travel wheresoever we please.
'Tis not an item to be squandered.
Let me think on this a moment.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
'Twould allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is.
This ox cart's bound for Melve. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Not good will come of this.
Winches on all sides.
I'll take any chance.
not wheels on my part.
It falls on me to resolve this.
Off we trot.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
I'll have an early supper.
Dental scratch on my arms and armor.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
The chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
I like to spark up.
Suppose I better give the ox some feed.
Wearing armor all day.
One must take pride in their child. When does my Not a chance.
Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
Damn dragon! Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them. I'll fell that thing myself. There you are. Down.
and my mother.
This village is my home.
Prepare yourself!
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns. Let my magic grant you any plentiful good.
Beast, the fell substance. Avoid it at all costs. Caution! Terrible. Product of heedlessness.
Stand firm. You are not alone.
I am safe. Thank you, Susan.
The beast spits fell substance.
You must return to the village. Everyone is concerned for you.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this. Thank you. Truly.
I'll collect that.
That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. No wonder I feel so hollow. Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not walk the same path as I have. 'Tis a style all my own, a patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon.
A firm resolve has taken root in my heart since we met. I may be past my prime as a fighter, but I can still teach. And if anyone can master this technique, it is you. Go on, humor an old man. Wasn't sure we'd survive that, but here we are. My thanks for your efforts. What can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Shall we report our results?
We're saved. I haven't the words to thank you. I doubt we would have pulled through if not for you. We're...
Well met. Hope to see you again. It's this way.
Will this take long? I've ought to be...
Wearing armor already.
Oh, I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Tad rowdy. Where are you going?
Ah, returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melv? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend. Here you are.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
Indeed. You are correct.
Nodded off for a moment there.
This town must have needs. Tis my business. I'm not complaining. I'll have an early supper.
Why, you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said aught about the usual place. Were you not listening? Now you know you can leave me in peace. I don't have all day to play at being a pain.
Go.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. Be well, Arisen. I'm not one for tearful goodbyes, but I must admit, I've grown rather fond of you.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident. Please dispense with the formalities. They exhaust me so.
Tis a pleasure to meet you. If ever you've need of an ear to listen,
Mustn't neglect my ledger. Time's hard. Barely scraping by.
I'm in no rush.
Ought to set my notes to the ground.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when you know where to find. This inspires naught but misgivings.
pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Do come again!
Well met, sir.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Master, you would do well to offload some of your supplies. Unless you intend to make a living as a merchant.
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
This place is lovely. I might... What's got you in such a good mood?
I'm sure
Do
I can
tell.
handle this.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
It strikes me that we have not visited Malv for some time. Shall we stop by and see how its people fare of late? I can guide you there if you wish.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. This journey will be a long one. What say we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters?
'Tis the Arisen's choice to make, though I certainly wouldn't begrudge the chance.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I cannot bear it.
Prepare yourself!
Most impressive, Master. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Mayhap 'twas somewhat overdone, but no matter.
E'er since the reign of Rothaeus, the founder of Vermund, the village of Malv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon. Yet twice now has the dragon set upon this village, inflicting numerous casualties before being allowed to flee. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Malv offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely? If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason. The village entire will answer for this.
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor. I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
You came to see me. Forgive me, I've much to ponder. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. A small show of hospitality is surely the least I can do. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Malv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
Nice place, this. I'm in no hurry to leave.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn. Bring her before me at once.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village, for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence of a leader will sow naught but chaos. For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say, I do not expect there will be any objections.
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. It concerns Ulrika. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she would never truly abandon it. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermont against the dragon. But as for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen to find her, would you tell me where she is hiding? I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen Regent's clutches. My peace of mind depends upon you. I can only hope she remains safe, and that the Queen Regent's web of lies ensnares her no further.
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering. One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs. Really now?
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
A full week has passed since Sir Mildred set off. I suppose 'tis time we vacated her dwelling. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
fancy a look at my wares? Welcome to Bjork, and quality's what you need if you want to... survive. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
We have reached our destination.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. Fond enough to purchase it from me? I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I am. This little dwelling's all yours now. Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell.